we are called to be light, salt, and leaven.
A ministry can be born as a small flame that begins to shine among few people. Westside Ministries began as an initiative to preach the gospel and bring as many as we can to God's feet. In October of 1993, Roger Blanchard came for the first time to the country of Honduras to dig a well with missionaries Johnny Ray and Sandy Cheeves at Orphanage Emmanuel in Guaymaca. In this trip, Roger Blanchard met the Riaños family while he was visiting Communion Baptist Church. Their 3 children, Ana, Jesus, and Lydia, helped in this ministry since the beginning. But Lydia stayed serving in the ministry up to the date. He continued coming to Honduras to do evangelistic crusades and home-by-home evangelism with teams from the United States. He had the support of Padre Nuestro's church and the pastors Bertulio and Mary Zuniga. In March 1998, Roger and Linda held Lydia and Abraham's wedding in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Abraham started helping as a volunteer in the ministry. Also, in October 1998, Hurricane Mitch hit the country of Honduras. It did extensive damage to the country, and many lives were lost. Flooding caused much of the damage because of the stalling of Hurricane Mitch off the north coast of Honduras. There was rain for 4 days, and as much as 89% of the bridges of Honduras were destroyed. March 1st, 1999, Westside Ministries arrived in Honduras with a group of seniors from Sherwood Christian Academy from Albany, Georgia. The team traveled from the airport in Tegucigalpa to Orphanage Emmanuel, where they were housed and ministered to the children and the people of Guaymaca. Roger and Linda, Pastor Bertulio, and 3 other pastors were traveling to Guaymaca in an S10 pickup truck. They took a different route than the team, which took them through Valle de Ángeles. It was on this route that they encountered a river which had no bridge. There were no signs or markers showing that the bridge was destroyed or where the detour was. Therefore, they went off into empty space where the bridge was supposed to be and hit the riverbed. No one was killed in the accident. However, each person sustained injuries. Pastor Bertulio had a brain injury, a broken shoulder, and he was not expected to live. Roger and Linda had injuries and were flown to America 3 days later for medical attention. The Hondurans were able to receive care here in Honduras. All survived. This was a miracle in so many ways. It was later reported that 2 separate vehicles drove off into the riverbed and a total of 5 people were killed. God protected them and we are grateful. His plan for them and the work here in Honduras was not complete, and he had a purpose and a plan for the vision he gave them for the work in Honduras. This happened at a time in the ministry where we were seeing God move our focus and direct our ministry to a specific place and define our vision. The Lord was leading us to train and equip pastors and church leaders and to provide an accredited curriculum that would enable them to receive a Bachelor of Theology degree. In order to do that, we needed a permanent place, which God provided in Lizapa. we were able to purchase the property and begin building the facilities for this work to be carried out. Our other focus is to have teams from America come and minister to the people of Honduras through medical dental brigades, soccer clinics, clothes brigades, shoes, eyeglasses, and food. During these medical brigades, we had the faithful participation in every brigade since the beginning of Dr. Esther Guerrero and her children Marco and Emmanuel that had given their hearts to the work and benefit of the people of Honduras. In all things, the gospel is presented and Bibles are given out. God is to get the glory. The local church is to get the credit. And Westside Ministries and Sena are to do the work. 2000 was the year the property was purchased, and we purchased water rights from a river up the mountain. Scott Blanchard, Angel and Jesus Reaños, and Frank Serrato worked diligently to run the water line from the mountain to Sena. A team house was built, followed by the training center. A fence was constructed around the property. A commercial kitchen and dining area was built. Roger and Linda's house was remodeled after serving as the kitchen for many years. In 2005, a home was built for Roger, Linda, Abraham, Lydia, and their family to stay while they were in Lizapa. In 2006, Roger and Linda Blanchard invited Abraham Lozano to be the executive director of Centro de Entrenamiento para las Naciones, and he has been in this position up to the date. Sarah Jones, who serves on the Westside Ministries Board of Directors and who is part of the kitchen staff, built a house in 2015. She adds an at-home atmosphere to the menu. God continues to increase the shining of His light upon our ministry. The vision of our ministry has grown, and we desire to move forward with additional buildings to facilitate the work God has called us to do. There have been 22 pastors and church leaders who have graduated with a Bachelor of Theology degree. The impact of the pastors and church leaders coming to Sena has touched many lives throughout Central America with God's Word. The teams have been in 12 villages in the local area and several barrios in Tegucigalpa, more than once touching the lives of countless people. All have been presented with the gospel. The team members have been radically changed because of their experiences here in Honduras, which in turn impacts all the lives that they touch back in the States. Matthew 5:14 and 16 says, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." So, what is God's plan for our future? Are you ready to join us the next 25 years?